What's going on, guys? Today I'll be doing a review of the Casanova hybrid lace-up training gloves, so stay tuned.
Uber up the styles like miles and shit, like 60s funky worms with waves and perms, just sending junkie rhythms.
Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm using these Casanova training gloves on this Title heavy bag here, and to kind of give you guys an idea of how they feel, they're pretty stiff at first. You really have to break these things in just based on the kind of leather and the foam they use. And if you have medium to small size hands, the hand and the finger pocket in which your hand sits is pretty deep, so it forces you to really turn your punches over in order to land flush on the knuckles. Otherwise, you'll get a lot of soreness in your fingertips, so keep that in mind. Also, with being a puncher's glove, if you do need extra protection, I recommend using some gel or knuckle pads to give you that extra layer of protection if you need it. So, on to the review. Hey, what's going on, guys? Carlo here. Today I'll be doing a review of the Casanova hybrid lace-up training gloves. As you can see here, I got these in 16 ounce and black and red color scheme. These are a hybrid version of their lace-up gloves, which basically just means that they added a Velcro strap to this to give you that optional protection as well as ease of use. And to give you guys a little bit of back history in Casanova Boxing, they were founded by Arturo Hernandez back in 1948 in Mexico City. So they are definitely one of the legends in the boxing game as far as boxing equipment goes. They make leather gloves, headgear, groin protectors, and other accessories as well. And if you're familiar with the Rocky movies, Sylvester Stallone actually wore Casanova Boxing in the first Rocky movie. They were the all red lace-up versions of these gloves that he used against Apollo Creed in that movie. So let's get right into it. Let's go over the 5 things. The first thing is going to be the glove design. This is a traditional Mexican puncher style glove. As you can see here, the only thing that's a little bit different, again, it would be the addition of the Velcro strap. But you can see here that it uses full grain, high quality leather throughout. You have the Casanova embroidered tag on the back, which is Deportes Casanova Profesional, hecho in Mexico, which is made in Mexico. So this is all genuine, made in Mexico here. You can see that it uses a latex foam all throughout. There's no horse here in this glove, so it's just like CLETO REYES where they use latex foam in here. And we'll go on with that a little bit here as far as the protection goes. It does come with a thicker, high quality leather attached thumb right there. And one other thing I noticed here is that it does not come with any ventilated holes. So when I was using this glove, I've been using this for about a week now, my hand does get pretty hot on the inside here just because of the thickness of the leather, and there's no ventilation. Everything is kind of sealed off with this glove. You can see that it has this added Velcro strap. Casanova uses a flat leather strap. A lot of gloves I see that use a strap usually have a thicker bead on the piping here, but everything is flat on the strap here. All leather construction with high quality Velcro as well. And the next would be the quality. The quality of this glove, as you would expect, is top notch. Everything is constructed really well, handcrafted. Casanova makes these gloves in small batches, so there's a lot more attention to detail with this quality of glove. You can see that the red has a nice color to it. It's very deep. The thickness of the leather throughout the entire glove, from both the wrist support on up to the palm and to the back of the hand, is all thick, high quality leather. The leather is the same grade, I would say, as CLETO REYES. You can see that it's very thick and durable and will last a very long time. The stitching is done very nicely. You don't see any loose stitching. Everything is done nice and robust. The palm side, you can see that the latex foam is bonded nicely to the leather. All of the leather is tucked in at the fingertips, as well as on the thumb. You can see the seams are done nicely, nothing is loose. It has a nice firm grip bar on the inside there. The black piping on the palm looks very nice as well. And just the overall sheen of the leather is very nice. It's not super shiny like a Grant glove would be. It's a little bit more of a matte, between a matte and a shine to it, so it's kind of in between as far as the sheen of the glove goes. Now you can see the actual leather on the knuckle side, and one thing I noticed when I got these gloves is that the leather has kind of this almost like a bumpy texture. It almost looks like chicken pox if I were to describe it, and maybe that's just from the actual height of the leather that they cut this glove out to be. So I'm not so sure if that's I don't think it's really a defect in the glove as it is more of just a natural look of the leather when they cut it from the hide. It doesn't affect the performance, it's just more of an aesthetic that I wanted to point out with this review. But you can kind of see how it has a couple of bumps here and there, and again, I think that's just more of them using the kind of leather that they use, that it comes with that natural occurrence of the bumps in that leather. So you can see the Velcro is nice and robust on the back side of the wrist where it connects. You have this hinge point right here as well. The actual wrist support is very nice. You have about a 1/2 inch layer of padding on both sides to really hold and lock in your wrist and give you the support that you need as well. And then the inside liner is your standard polyester nylon liner on the inside that helps keep the glove kind of lightweight, but at the same time helps wick away moisture as well. Now comfort. Comfort with the glove is something that I've been having a kind of a challenge with, and I have my other pair here I wanted to show you that I actually took the laces out on. And with the comfort of this glove, one thing is you'll definitely have to break these in just because of the thickness of the leather and the latex foam. There's definitely a break-in period. Now with the comfort of the glove, as you can see, I can slide my hand in here, and I'll kind of get this up close for you guys. But this hand pocket is very wide, and the fingertips is very long as well. So me having medium-sized hands, my hand really sits inside deep into the hand pocket. So my hand basically comes in and curls into the hand pocket, and because of that, the positioning of the thumb almost pulls my thumb out. Now I'm gonna put my hand in here, and you can see what I'm talking about when I put my hand in here. It goes in really deep, and you can actually see my wrist is right about here, and my thumb is right in here. And it kind of puts my thumb in a weird position, and the seam is pretty tight. So when I was using this glove, I definitely felt some discomfort on the inside right here against my thumb. And the reason I took the laces out was to show you guys kind of that area of discomfort I was feeling. And again, that's because of the depth of the finger compartment and the overall hand compartment. One thing you also want to take note of is how wide this hand compartment is. So if you have big hands or longer fingers, this glove would be perfect for you. If you have medium to smaller size hands, I can definitely foresee you having some comfort issues with this glove just by the position and the ergonomics of the way they made it. Another thing to note is, since these are hybrid gloves, it does come with a Velcro strap. If you were to remove the laces and you wanted to use this purely as a Velcro strap glove because you don't have somebody there at your gym to help you lace up, or you just don't want to go through the lacing up every day when you train, using just the Velcro won't work in my opinion, because when you wrap it up here, it keeps this lower section down nice and tight. So it does a good job as far as a Velcro strap keeping everything nice and secure at the bottom, but you can see it has this huge gap at the top because you don't have the laces in here to kind of hold everything together. So my solution for this, for me personally, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to get those elastic laces that you can put in, that you don't have to tie every single time, and I'm going to add that to these gloves, so that way I don't actually have to tie the laces. Otherwise, if you have the laces still connected to the gloves and you don't have somebody actually tying them up for you, you'll basically have to kind of tighten down the laces and then tuck the laces in every single time. The other thing that's a little bit of an annoyance is that the laces constantly get stuck to this Velcro strap. Obviously it's not a huge deal, it's just more of an observation when you're trying to put these gloves on, is that Velcro will continue to kind of rip at the laces, and you can kind of see what the Velcro ends up doing to the laces. It kind of just continue to snag on it and it will actually rip the fibers of the laces out. So you want to keep the laces away from the Velcro as much as possible. But again, if you're using this by yourself and you're not having somebody lace them up for you, you're going to have to end up tucking these laces in and then using the Velcro strap to give you that wrist protection, or should I say that wrist support. So again, I ordered some elastic laces for these gloves. That way I don't have to go through that process and then also have to worry about the Velcro constantly catching onto the laces themselves. So remove these, and again, you don't want to use these without any kind of security across here, because eventually this opening is going to get really wide and it's going to end up warping the leather. So overall, the comfort can definitely use some improvement, and I think that's just the general classic ergonomics of Mexican style gloves. I had the same issue with CLETO Reyes, and they just been building gloves with the same design the same way for decades now. It's just the classic Mexican style glove that you kind of have to get accustomed and used to. It's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just one of those things that you have to get used to with your hand positioning. Now on to performance. Performance wise, these gloves perform really well. They are a puncher's glove, and by that I mean you can see that the padding is not very dense. It definitely has a lot of give. They have 2 layers of latex foam on the inside here. It is not a multi-layer foam glove. So some gloves like Sabas and some other of the more, I wouldn't say advanced, but some of the newer gloves use like a multi-layer foam, 3 to 4 layers of foam, meaning that they have a very dense layer on the exterior of the glove that basically catches the impact, the initial impact of hitting the bag or whatever you're hitting. Medium layer, and then they have a soft layer, which is the base layer that sits against your hand on the inside. With these Mexican gloves, they just use usually 2 to 3 layers of latex foam, usually 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch in density, and that's pretty much it. So if you have knuckle issues or you've had hand injuries, you definitely want to keep that in mind when you use a glove like this, just because it doesn't offer the same level of knuckle protection, and when you hit the heavy bag you can definitely feel the shock come through. So if you definitely are set on using a Mexican style glove but want extra protection, then I would recommend maybe using a gel pad like a Winning NG2 or even the Skulltech gel pads to give you that extra knuckle protection. So you'll get a little bit of the best of both worlds. You'll get the feedback that you would from a puncher's glove, but you also get the protection because you have that extra layer of gel on the inside to protect your knuckles. But as far as feedback, these are exceptional. If you're hitting the heavy bag with these gloves, you really get that good pop that you would expect from a Mexican style glove. The same thing if you're working on mitts. If you do use these in sparring, you can use them, but again, they are a puncher's glove, so keep that in mind for your sparring partner. But performance wise, they perform well. The thumb discomfort was just a little bit right here on the inside. I don't feel that my thumb jams at the top of the fingertip here, so that's an added bonus. That other than the positioning of the thumb, it does not jam. So cost-wise, these gloves are, or should I say this particular glove itself, which is the black and red hybrid model, was $154.99, so about $155. Depending on the color scheme you get, I've seen them range for $140 all the way up to $170, just depending on the color scheme, weight, and model that you get. So weight wise, they range anywhere from 8 ounces all the way up to 18 ounces. So Casanova offers you a good range of weights that you can choose from, as well as color. Well, hope you guys found this video informational in regards to this Casanova Boxing Gloves. I really enjoy these gloves. It definitely is going to take a while for me to really break these in and get used to them, but overall they are just a fantastically crafted glove. If you guys have any comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. I'll make sure to put all the details down below in the description box, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.